Hey, we're live. All right. Welcome. For those joining us tonight, it is 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, no? After the clocks changed this past weekend. Hope you're all getting used to the time changes for those that has applied for that. I know that some places don't change. I think I was Arizona, and I forget, there were a couple other locations, I believe, in the United States that don't change their clocks. But anyway, for those that do, I hope everything went smoothly. And I know funny thing for it happened to us, and this is many years ago, when the clock changes were later, I think usually in April, and it happened to fall on the Easter weekend. And yes, we showed up for what we thought was a 9 o'clock service at church, and when we got there, it was 10 o'clock. Oh my. So we kind of missed out on pretty much all of it. Hey, Marlene, thank you for joining. Thank you. And hope you're doing well. I'm so sorry to hear what happened, to see what happened to the package. Man, I am generally just incredibly crazy about wrapping stuff and lots and lots of bubble wrap. Apparently it wasn't enough, even for the post office this time. Oh well, more caution the next time. So, it's one of the reasons I hate shipping anything that's breakable like glass. I have a lot of things on eBay that are in that position, ceramics and glassware and things like that. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so tonight, like we said, we had a massive storm, by the way, that happened over the weekend and into Monday. I think I posted on Instagram, and I also posted on Facebook my picture of our back deck, and we had I think the total was for us about 6 or 7 inches of snow in that range. There was a potential if we get much even more than that, and I think the mountains higher up than we were at about 900 feet above sea level. So whenever they say more in the mountains, it can be us, but we're right on that edge. So yeah, I know. Well, anyway, that's the way it is sometimes. I watch them. I know the people here at the local post office, and they were very good about handling the packages. So I don't. It's in the shipping, I think, and that kind of thing. They just toss them around. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we got about 6, 7 inches of snow, heavy wet snow. Started as rain, changed to snow, kind of thing. Now today, almost hit 50, mid to upper 40s, I think, and we lost. Places where our shovel is all bare now, and we're down to about maybe 3 to 4 inches of snow. So that's how much it melted. And if you go into the valley from below us, they hardly had any snow at all. Very, very light. They had rain, and a lot of places south of us had mostly rain. So, but we're in for some 40s and 50s this week, and then another storm coming this weekend. But that's going to be mostly rain, it looks like. This is unusual for us here in Vermont. We typically have snow in March, not rain. In fact, usually right around the middle of March, we always get at least one big storm, which I guess is this one we just had. But this is also the time of year when the spring skiing is really, really good, because you get warmer temperatures and to get these big late snowstorms. I can't talk tonight. Late snowstorms, and the skiers love it. So, but it's been not a great year for snowmobilers. It's not been a great year for cross country. The mountains make lots of snow, so they survive. But yeah. Anyway, otherwise, we think we had a few medical emergencies over the weekend. Why you don't do auctions like? I've got to find somebody who wants to do it with me. That's how it works out. Basically, I've talked to I've mentioned it to a couple of folks lightly, and I'm open. I've said this before in my auctions in the past. If somebody wants to join me, let me know. Email me. I have joined a couple of others in the past. Randa's Resale, I know. Of course, Kim. It's About to Get Real. I've done a few with them. Who else? The other person I know. Forget. And Flippin' Flamingos with Renee. So I have joined others. but I've yet, and actually Renee and I have talked about doing something together with me hosting, and maybe I'll do that. She's off on Thursday nights, I think, right now. She's just on to one a week like me right now. So yeah, that would make I would be more than happy to do that with anybody, and even if it's somebody new that wants to just get jump into it. So Midwest, nice weather, then gets cold, and yeah. So yeah, this is a weird time. This is a very well, as I said, this is one of the mildest winters we've had in a long, long time. I grew up in New England. I have to totally agree with that. Um, I grew up in Maine, and we had and in the mountains again in Maine, and we always had a ton of snow. We I lived on a dead end street, and we used to go snowmobiling right off my backyard. We get on the snow machines and go right up into the woods behind my house. So, oh, we fun, yeah, yeah. I know Kim's channel was a good for me. It did bring me some people that, and I think there's been a handful of people who I watch other people's auctions, of course, and participate and buy stuff from people that we like. And this was, I forget who it was recently. They said, "Oh, you have a channel of your own and you sell stuff." I said, "Yeah, I do." So, um, but like I said, I'm just getting into it on a more regular basis now. I wasn't doing too regularly, particularly last summer. Last summer was kind of crazy. But now I'm going to try to be predictable, a little more predictable. So I appreciate that, and I think this time slot seems to work for me most of the time. So, like I said, we had a bit of a medical emergency, not this weekend, but the weekend before. My daughter broke her arm, and so we've been helping with that and dealing with that. So, but things are looking good, and so she's on the mend, and the doctors have a really positive prognosis. So. Anyway, okay, so I usually try to chat up for a little bit, for a couple minutes. I know most everybody does that, and just kind of wait till people get in here, and we'll see. We got a couple of folks in here, so that's good. Welcome, welcome, and let's switch cameras. I typically do switch to my camera table, but there are tonight I'm going to be having to do a few, and I'm going to have to hold stuff in front of you. In front of me, I mean, and to show you because it's just too big to put on the table or that kind of thing. So, and I'll start out with a couple of simple items here. I think this is what do they call it? Cross stitch, I think is what they call this. I'm not the crafty type person here in the family, but let me start with this one, and let me just get my pen out here so I can mark down where I'm starting and check things off my list. I do try to stay organized in the sense I do have a written list. My handwriting's terrible, so sometimes it takes me a second to find what I wrote down. But anyway, okay. So this is a company called Dimensions, and it's called Ingredients for True Happiness is the little thing here, and it's one of these kits minus the frame. Does not have the frame, but you can see it has all the thread and the cloth is in there, and how to get started. And it's in 3 different languages, which is kind of, it's in French and in Spanish, as well as English. And this is brand new. I don't think it's ever been opened. And it says it's 8 by 10. And embroidery kit. Okay, that's what it is right there. It's an embroidery kit. Sorry. So we'll call it a embroidery. It's probably going to misspell that. Oops. Let's try typing that in the right place. Embroidery kit. Oh, $7. How's that sound? I know these things can go for considerable more, but this I'm going to have an unusual, quite a variety of stuff tonight. There's some jewelry. There's some household goods. I even have some clothing tonight, which I don't usually do. But and I also have what was the other thing? I was looking at my list here. Like I say, earrings, a couple of necklaces, and some. I don't know if you call them collectibles but we'll see what people think they are. But Anyway, so this is what this is. It's a embroidery kit. Oh, and I always try to make the statement at the beginning, if somebody joins and watches this later, which I know people do, that if I didn't, you don't see it sold in the chat, then it is available, and you can email me and just say, yeah, I'll pay the $7 for that embroidery kit or whatever. I have had that happen, and I appreciate the people who do that. So thank you all. All right. I have no idea what the lag is tonight. I don't have my cell phone on to follow up, but we will say we'll pass for now on this. And going to the next item. It is a household item. This is from a company in Bellows Falls, Vermont. And I'll leave that right there for a second. We'll talk about it a little more in this. See if I can get that. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to call this I think they have this as they call it the Everything Bagel Kit, but it's got typo. Good thing for spell check, it catches me. And we'll start this at $6. And so what it is, it's from the Halliday's Harvest Barn of Vermont. It has everything you need to make a dip, spread, or seasoning for an everything bagel. And it has all the information there. Included with it, you can see tied to it, is a nice colorful dish towel and a wooden spatula. So all three items together are $6. If there's any interest. It says it's GMO-free, gluten-free, all natural. That's 1.6 ounces of material. They show a picture there of the everything bagel stuff that's in the package. And gives you the directions in here. You use sour cream or cream cheese. And it says it's great sprinkled on avocado toast. There was a seasoning for salmon, combined with cream cheese for delicious bagel spread. It's 0 calories, so that's interesting. Less than a gram of carbohydrates. So it's just seasoning, so I guess that's why. But a very colorful little dish towel that comes with it, and wooden spoon, or wooden ladle, if there's any interest in something like that. And then we'll consider, let's see here, what do I want to do next? We're doing an interesting mix of stuff tonight. Like I said, it's can't remember if I had this one on my list or not. I think I did put this on my list. I may have put this up before. Sometimes I forget that even though I have written this all down, sometimes I forget that I put a particular item up in a previous auction, and it may be, from some time ago, but that's the case here. I think this is an item I've put up before, but that's okay. I'm going to put it up anyway because I have it in my hands. We're about to put it up on the table here. As soon as I write it down. I didn't think it was on my list. It doesn't appear to be. Okay. So I'm going to write it down on my list. Okay. Well, we'll pass for now on this. And we'll go on to the next item. This is a trinket box. And let me bring the camera down so it's at a better angle, so you can see it. And then get the lighting pretty good there. Yeah. So this is a it's a Dresden, vintage Dresden trinket box. That's how I'll just describe it. We'll start this at $9. Try to be fair with the price here. And you can see it's in perfect condition. I'll share the name on the bottom. Dresden. Get it real close so you can see it. Made in Germany. It's in really good shape. Flowers are all intact, no chips. It's got this gold leaf, I guess it's some gold leaf trim on the corners. There's the bottom again, so I can show you the edges. I should keep my hand still so it gives a chance to focus. There. If there's any interest in that. Okay. I did happen to look this guy up a while back, and this is really a good deal. I'm trying to be. I think you could, if you were a reseller, you could turn around and sell this on eBay for a lot more than what I'm asking here. Okay. And I'm trying to decide that. Next item. We'll go with one of the first clothing items. And I apologize to anybody who's not a fan, but baseball season is coming. And so this is a piece of baseball. All right, let's pass for now on this guy first. And get him out of the way, get that out of the way. And bring the camera up because I'm probably going to have to. How about an Oakland A's baseball hat? That looks like it's in practically new condition. I can't say that it's new because it isn't, but I did not see any staining on this. It was it is, let's say Team MLB on there. If you look at the inside, I'm trying to make sure the light hits it well. You can see, usually you see some kind of marking or something on the sweatband there, but I didn't see anything anywhere on there. There was a slight spot, I think, right there, and that was the only thing I saw. I think maybe another slight spot right there. I don't know if that's a dirt or what. I didn't try to clean it. I don't have a little bit of dust on there. Maybe picking it up, but so Oakland A's cap. Starting bid of $6. Is there any interest in that? It's interesting. Okay. And like I say, baseball's coming up, and this is although they're not going to be the Oakland A's so much longer. My understanding is they're moving to Las Vegas, I believe it was, is what I heard. So whether they're going to change the logo or the colors or whatever, it's a good question. I don't know. But I believe this is the team that's moving from Oakland. I used to do fantasy baseball years ago, and it was fun. It wasn't for money. It was just for bragging rights. And well, I tell you, you want to learn about baseball, you get into a fantasy baseball team, and you learn about all the players, you learn about their statistics. And baseball is definitely a game of statistics, and man, that was fun. But and you spend about maybe 10 minutes a day on it. You can spend a little more if you want, if you want, you know. But you had to spend at least 10 minutes a day if you wanted to be competitive. It was fun. We had about, I think, 8 or 10 of us. But I know. The Raiders. I think you're right. It's the Raiders that are going to Vegas, not the A's. I knew it was an Oakland team. I couldn't remember which one it was. I don't follow sports much lately. I haven't for the last couple of years. I'm spending too much time outdoors and having fun, I guess. So I just don't spend my time indoors. And I used to watch hockey. I used to watch some football, and baseball was definitely my go-to game. My wife actually likes to watch hockey. But, anyway, okay. Well, we're going to pass for now. I know there's some people that like to get these, and I know this could. I think somebody who's a reseller could probably turn and take the $6 and turn around and sell us for 2 or 3 times that probably. Mostly because the condition is really good. Okay. All right. Let's go with one of the big items. I say big, I mean size. I don't mean expensive. It's got a piece of paper stuck to it. This is the jewelry box that was in the preview. And it's an interesting jewelry box. I'm going to bring it up close. You can see it's a suede finish. So, and I did find some others like this. When I tried to, because I had no idea what this thing could be worth. And I was surprised. I saw some of these suede jewelry boxes going for inordinate sums. I couldn't believe it. And I'm not asking that much. I'm going to start this at $12. So, what's interesting is and again, this is my lack of knowledge about jewelry, this type of jewelry box, at least anyway. It has these little metal hooks on the top. I don't know if it's because it's meant to be carried with a strap. Maybe somebody out there who knows, who recognizes what this is. But anyway, we'll open this baby up and bring this thing a little bit further back here and bring the camera up. So you can actually see the camera in the picture. So it's got a mirror in here. And it is glass from what I can tell. It's got 2 drawers. The top drawer looks like designed for a bracelet. The bottom drawer, it's just a large bottom drawer. I did not clean all the dust out of it, sorry. The top is room for rings. And a little cache there for putting maybe your special bracelet or necklace or whatever, and then a longer box here and 2 smaller boxes here. But I thought, hey, I'll bring this out there and see if anybody's interested. And this is, give you the spin around here so you can see the whole thing. There's the hinges on the back, and there's the side there. A piece of paper. I thought there was a piece of something stuck on there. Yeah, get rid of that. And the bottom, it doesn't have the suede. It just has the Made in China piece on it. That's what he thinks it's not one of the more valuable ones. There's a little bit of sticker residue here, but and it must be used some because there's a little bit of wear on this bottom plate here. But I couldn't believe it. Some of the more high end of these go for. But that was really cute. It is, I should give you measurements on it, I suppose. There's my tape here. So at the base, it's about 8 inches across. It's about, looks like 5.5 inches high. The narrow top is 6.5 that way. And the depth on it is about 6 1/4. At the widest, the bottom, a little bit narrower at the top. So that gives you an idea. Sorry, I didn't clean it up very good, did I? Should have taken a lint brush to it or something. But hey, Randy, thank you for joining. That's all right. It's, yeah, I guess I was just talking about that, about it being the time zone change. It's confusing to us. It's confusing to my poor dog. The cat doesn't seem to care, but the dog is like, you know, hey, it's supper time, and we even though it's later, we're waiting till we've been trying to get her to eat her evening meal later, so we've been changing it on her and taking advantage of this time change, which so far seems to work, but she hasn't caught on yet. Um, but it's the morning thing which has been nice with the dog because she used to get me up early. Now early isn't so early, so that's been good. But I haven't shown too much, Randy. You haven't missed much. This is only my fourth item, so I had an embroidery kit, a combination of dish towel, brand new dish towel bottle pad, and bagel, everything bagel seasoning kit, and trinket, a Dresden trinket box. So you haven't missed too much. But thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Anyway, okay. So there's no interest in the box. It's again show you inside. This is how it looks here. So, and it has all these things. Seems to be in very good working order. Okay, well, we'll pass for now. Oh, okay, good. Thanks. Thanks for scrolling through. Okay, we'll pass for now on that. And we'll stick with the jewelry theme here, I think. We'll pull this out of here. And we've got, I've got another one of these Murano bead bracelets. I'm moving the camera down so I can. There we go. I'll better display it on my hand here in a second. So I'm going to call this the yellow Murano bead bracelet. I'll do that just so because there's going to be more than one. I have a couple tonight, so we'll start this one at 10. And I'll show it up close here on my hand. So you can see the clasp there. And there's various charms in it. This one says Sanrio or something. I don't know why, but okay. And some of these, yeah, there's one right away. Some of these are marked 925 beads, so the silver is not all, but some. It's very random why they're some are and some aren't, but and I'm trying to move my hand slowly here so the camera doesn't lose focus. Sorry, I'm going to try and get this. And you can see various charms on the hand. There we go. I find that sometimes showing against the white doesn't always work. It always does a better job. I see you at 10, Randy. Thank you very much. And I think putting it against flesh tone as opposed to a white table, I think shows it off better. Sure, I will see what I have for earrings. I can't remember what I bought. I gotta look at my list. Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll see 10. I'll say going once on that. What did I have for earrings? Oh yeah. I gotta move some stuff around here a bit. I didn't really grab a lot of earrings tonight, but I do have a few. Oh, I think I'll show these first. These are the ones that I think are the coolest. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I was surprised how long it took to get you. I do kind of follow when things get shipped to make sure that they don't get lost. And so going twice. Last call. Sold to Randy for $10. Thank you, Randy. Let me put that aside. And a bag. And this is where go back to. This is where sometimes having a mod is nice, like some of them have. And I do not. My wife has been tempted to help me, but she's very shy about being. She wouldn't be on camera. She'd just be on the side. I've tried to talk my granddaughter into doing it. She's 18, but Randy doing opening box video haul. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. I think I've been on your channel. Randy, but I can't remember when. I know I subscribed to you, but I'm pretty sure I did. I try to subscribe to everybody. It's amazing how many subscriptions I have out there. I think at one time I actually listed all the people I subscribe to on my channel, so you can actually go see all the things that I subscribe to, whether you like them or not. I was a drummer, and so there's some stuff out there music related I think I'm still subscribed to. Okay, so I have this pair of earrings. When I looked them up, they were listed as Art Deco style. So let me see if I can find something to hang them on properly, so they will hang nicely and display in a good way. Give me a second. Yeah. I always struggle to get these to show in a proper way. But let's see if we can get the camera on those. If it'll focus, I'll bring it up close. There we go. And get some bit of light on it. Okay, hang on, I gotta make a note about Randy. And these are listed as Art Deco earrings. They're post earrings. Rhinestone and green emerald, they call it emerald color stone. And what was I asking for these? Hang on, like I said, I've got a list here. I just got to try to keep myself organized. But where did I put those on my list? Oh, good grief. There they are. Well, I'm starting this. These are a good deal. Art Deco earrings. We'll start in these at $7. Does that sound? So I'll try and bring them up closer here for you so you can see them up close and personal. See if it'll focus. There you go. Actually, putting it against the black is actually working out pretty well for these. I see Marlene at 7. The next bid, if anybody else is interested, would be 8. Here's the posts on the back. I did not see any markings on them, but I did find similar earrings out there. Yeah, I've noticed that, Randy. I have noticed that you guys have different tastes, different desires, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, different things you like. That's fine with me. Well, we'll say going once. Excuse me. Going twice. Last call. So, Marlene, $7. I can't type, sorry. I'm trying to get it in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put those in the safe envelope as well. I knew somebody would like these. I found them fascinating when I saw them. And like I said, and if you're a reseller, uh-oh, playing a guessing game. Okay. This is going to be, this is something I came across the other day, and I was surprised what these go for. Let me just put down Marlene's thing on my chart. I don't know if I can find it again. Okay. Green cat's eye beans. Ooh, cool. That's cool. We have a company. My wife used, when she did jewelry, they used to do wholesale. They're about a 45-minute drive from us, called South Pacific. Now, that sounds funny, a name for a company in Vermont, but they still in existence, and they have a retail shop in Montpelier, which is our capital. Yeah, I would be curious to see it myself. And there was one of the companies we loved to go in. The guy who owned the business that I met traveled worldwide to buy a lot of the stuff they had there. So we always came with some rather interesting stuff to make jewelry with from that company. But I don't know if they do it anymore. They don't think they do wholesale anymore. I think they're strictly a retail outfit. Yeah, that's cool. Make anything you want. Yep. I know. Randy, I should one of these days grab one of the bins of stuff. We got bins of beads, of all sorts. If my wife can come up with what she thinks is a reasonable amount, I should bring them up for you sometime. I do have something for you tonight, though, and you'll see it in a bit. Okay, Zucker's Bagels and Smoked Fish is out of New York. And it turns out I looked this up. I couldn't get over what they're asking for these mugs from this place in New York City. Apparently, you can buy these from the store from Zucker's, I guess. I don't know, but I didn't see that. But I couldn't believe what people are asking for these things out there in the auction world. I'm not. I'm going to try and give as best a deal as I can. So I'm just going to say we'll start this at $8. Now, if you've got time to comp this, go right ahead. You'll see I'm not joking about what people want for these mugs. And this one's in good condition. There's a picture of the bagel on the other side. There's the ITI and some number. A little bit of discoloration on the bottom, which is not unusual, but the inside is perfectly clean. It appears to be. I don't know if this is ever used. I don't see any staining. I'm wondering if somebody bought this as a souvenir and then decided not to use it. But it is. I've heard that mugs like this from different restaurants and stuff, people collect them, and this apparently is not. This one is a particularly. Well, I guess because it's from New York. Hey, Jocelyn, thanks for joining. Nice to see you. And anyway, so this is a mug that, like I say, is apparently highly collectible. Who knew? The only thing I used to collect besides coins, and I always collected coins, and I have a pretty good selection. The only thing I used to collect when I was a kid was matchboxes. It was, and somewhere, I don't know if I threw it away by accident, but hey, Amy, thank you for joining. Well, it's nice to see you as well. For those that we're not too far into the evening here of what I've been showing, I think we're into our fifth or sixth item, so nothing too crazy. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so apparently this bagel place is in New York is pretty amazing. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to pass on this then. Like I say, I'll give you a little time if you want to, for those that have the opportunity to go ahead and check on this. You would see, I saw this going for over $20 on eBay. So that was crazy. But we'll pass for now. And I'll put it out there on eBay and see if I can get some money for it. So, okay. Like I said, I'm not your typical evening for me because I don't usually do clothing. But in this case, I'm making an exception because I've got a few things that I thought people would like to see. How about a pair of slippers called Fuzzy Baba slipper socks, made in China, size M/L. It says shoe size 8 to 10 for the one pair. Brand new with tags. Still has, I think the original, I think it was a Marshall sticker on the back. Slippers. We'll do these. I just lost my space again. I just had my finger on that. Oh yeah, they are. Well, we do these as buy it now for $6. Brand new slippers, Fuzzy Baba, and they're just a simple. They got these little rubbery things on the bottom, to make them non-slip. And a little bow on the top there, and elastic to hold them on your feet. So it's a slipper socks. It says they call it faux fur in the fine print there. Yeah, dust the floor with these on. Yeah. Hopefully the floor is not that dusty, but yeah. Although when you have pets like we do, it's the pet fur. But you can see with new tags. Buy it now, $6. If there's any interest. It's I don't know. I wouldn't call it. I don't know what color you call that. Yeah, hold that color. It's a little on my video on my screen looking kind of like a pink, but it's not really a pink. But anyway, I thought we'd throw those out there and see if there's any interest. Otherwise, we'll throw them out to somewhere else. Oh yeah, making sure I'm just checking off things I've already shown here so I don't go back. Not that my memory's that bad, but it's nice to see you all. And we're going to pass for now on the slippers. Go buy it now. It's fine. Anybody sees them later, let me know. How about I gotta take it out of I have it in the package here. Let me just write it down. And make sure I got it on my list here. It is. It's a Dick Tracy watch. And this is the package I got it in, so let me pull it out of that package. And you can see it says USA 32. And so what I found out is that there was a postage stamp, apparently, a 32-cent postage stamp that honored the Dick Tracy character. And so this goes back quite a few years. I don't think this watch was ever worn. And it says Genuine leather. See if I can get the light to hit that right. Genuine leather, Hong Kong. On there. There's the back. I think that says. I can't read that fine print. With hang on. Let me just get my loop out because my eyesight is not as good as it used to be. Oh, so it says Japan movement on the back. Let's see if that'll focus, but it probably won't. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's there. I can find. I'm not even pop the back off it to see what kind of battery it takes, but I carry a variety of batteries. So if you want me to throw a battery, if you were interested in this watch, and you ask me to, I will throw the battery in for nothing. So, and then we can see if it works. I don't usually throw batteries in the watches because I don't know how long it'll be before I actually try and sell. But I thought I'd throw it out there and see if there's anybody interested. There's some people from the generation that remember who Dick Tracy was. That was a cartoon strip. It was. They even made a movie, I think. Maybe even a couple movies. But it's a gold tone. It doesn't say anything on there as far as the name it, other than the Japan movement on the back. It might be just some, generic manufacturer, but I have no idea. It doesn't say, but it looks to be in brand new and unused condition. So, any interest in that? Otherwise, we will pass on to the next item, and I will. Like I said, I've got a variety of stuff tonight. I will use, not just jewelry, but yeah, that was it. Thank you. I knew there was a movie. And my wife would have told me that it was Warren Beatty, probably. And I didn't know it was Madonna, though. That's cool. So, yeah. I remember I'm old enough to know remember the Dick Tracy comic strips. So, and I think comic books as well. There were some comic books out there, I think, as well. So, then, which, for all the comic books I've got here, and I've got in the hundreds, I don't think I have any Dick Tracy. So, okay, well, we'll pass for now on that. That's okay. I thought I'd give it a shot. It's kind of in the, people consider watches in the jewelry realm, so I thought I'd throw it out there. Yes. And I guess watches are still being used, so even though everybody carries a cell phone now. How about a Native American-made doll? This is a handmade Navajo doll, and I'll try and show it better here in a second. Let me type that in. Did I misspell that? No, I guess that's interesting. Spell check does not like the word Navajo. We'll start this at $10. So it still has the original tag, certificate of authenticity from Nora Nez, who's the artist number and everything, and then it's the handmade Navajo dolls. There's a price on there at one time, I guess, but let me bring it up here and get the camera up and I'll hold it up upright so you can see it better. Oops, let me bring that so you have a whiter background. There we go. I don't have my light box set up tonight, so come on, focus. Let's see your face. There we go. And then that's the front, and that's the back. And let's get the little shoes there. Is there any interest in the Navajo doll? Like I said, I have this was in. I'm trying to make sure I also show everything was in the preview. And I believe this was in the preview. So, but the artist is this Nora Nez, and it has her picture on there. which is kind of nice. Okay. Well, we'll go back to some jewelry. We'll pass for now on the doll. I have some costume jewelry from Claire's. Bring the camera down. And let me get something to hold that up, prop that up. Just had that in my hand. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, let me lay it down for a second. See if I can find that little stand I just had my hands on. So I don't have to hold it. There. There. Okay. Claire's earrings. Oh, $4 start. How's that sound? If there's any interest. This is the original package it was on. You can see they went originally for $18.50. Pierced earrings, of course. And that's what they look like up close. If there's any interest. No interest in the Claire's. That's fine. We'll pass for now. We'll try a necklace. How's that sound? Keep that separate. I've got a gold tone necklace and a gold tone pendant, and this is a oh boy, that is really too bright. Let me shut that light off altogether. There we go. Ooh, that's much better. Okay. Start this at, let's say, oops, watch what I'm typing here. We'll try this at $7. If there's any interest, I'll bring it up closer. So that's a piece of heather, Scottish heather. I don't know if it's Scottish green, but it's heather. Most people are familiar with this. That particular, some people may be familiar with that particular plant, but that's what that is. You can see from my thumb the size is roughly, I think that's roughly a 1 inch pendant. And the gold tone, there is no markings on this. That I could find. This is just a standard thing, and I think that is 16 inch. Very delicate little chain. Independent. Turn that light back on and see if that just overwhelms it. That's not too bad. That helps there. It'll focus. There we go. So that is that piece. And if I see, when I get that intense a light, it just doesn't do good against the black, I guess. Okay. Let's see any interest in that particular item. All right. Yeah, black absorbs light. Yeah, I know. I should find my whiteboard somewhere. Oh, there it is. I tried against the white, just out of curiosity. Yeah. Now let's see what happens when we turn the light back on. Not too bad. Not too bad. So anyway, okay. So yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, we'll pass for now. And pull that aside. Let's see, what was the other thing I was going to, what was the next thing I was going to do? Oh yeah, right in front of me. I have this Amari trinket box. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, it's a good thing for spell check. It doesn't like the word Amari, but that's okay. I didn't figure that much. We're starting this at 10. If there's any interest, and this is in, let me pull the cover off here, show you the bottom. Made in Japan, Amari porcelains. In perfect condition. No damage at all there. There's the lid. Upside down. It's a chip. I think it's just an imperfection in the ceramic. There it is. Tax all the way here. Is there any interest in that? Trinket box. It is, I'm going to guess 2.5 inches across. Yep. And about just inch and 3/4 tall. And it's square, so 2.5 inches square. If there's any interest. Excuse me. Alrighty. Let's see here. Oh, we did the jewelry box. Okay, well, we'll pass for now on this. And a safe place. I have a willow tree figure. I think you can kind of guess what she's supposed to be. There's a piece of paper stuck to her. Shape, little tree, piece of paper there. Goodness gracious. I should check on that before I. It's called Cherish. That's what I want to see. Cherish. And see their request for bracelets. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah, that would be a pregnant lady. Yeah, I'll have a couple more bracelets. They're coming up. Um, so the willow tree cherish, $8 start. I think on this. So another. Didn't see anything. I didn't see any damage or anything on this guy, and a little bit of sticker residue there. But, there she is. Okay, I've got couple, several bracelets actually. I can bring. Oh, and then I've got. Oh, I see Amy in at $8. Thank you, Amy. We will say going once, going twice. Last call. Sold to Amy for $8. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put it here in a safe place for you. Okay. Yes, I have another Murano bead. This is one I tried to show last week, and I had forgotten to put a jump ring on it. So when I went to unhook it, the beads came off. So I have since fixed that problem. But this is another Murano bead bracelet. Whether any of these are 925 or not, I didn't even look, but looking here, but I don't see any of them marked that way. But I'm going to try and show it my hand as I've been doing with the others. And there's the clasp. I think, let me get the length on this because I know that's important for some people. And that's where I had ended problems last week when I took it apart to get the length. Overall, including the clasp, is 7. So, and it has a number of charms. On it. There may be a theme to this, I don't recall. There's a dog, for example, and something with an apple, moon with a fairy, a heart, an owl, a basket, all blue. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we have a friend. No, it's a wannabe Pandora. we made these. So we bought the beads are Murano beads from our source, and I've had some of these in the past. This is one I've had for a little while, and like I said, I had to fix it because I forgot to put a jump ring on the end. So I'm going to call this the Blue Murano bead bracelet, and we're starting this at $10. So, and some of these, like I said, some of the ones are marked 925 and some are not. But this particular one, I didn't see any mark that. The one I sold earlier this evening had a few beads marked that way. What I have found is I find that if I put it against my hand like this, it tends to show the color much better. And you can see there's a variety. I think some people call these lampwork beads as well. And I could be wrong on that, but the source we bought them from said they were Murano. So, and yes, I know Pandora uses a similar. These are definitely mimicking the Pandora style. But yeah. So I don't design them. My wife or my granddaughter, who's 18, have came up with these patterns and designs. So, but there it is. if there's any interest in that particular bracelet. And then I have let's see what I have here. I know there's, like I said, there's interesting bracelets, and I can see. Let me grab my bin. That's right close by here and see if I have any others that I hadn't planned on showing. But if there's interest in bracelets, I certainly would be more than happy to oblige. And I do have one thing specifically for Randy tonight. Hopefully you had you in mind for that one. It's a bracelet, but it's... And I have, I might have some Avon bracelets. I should look for those. Those are nearby. So, okay, no interest in this. Oh, okay, okay. I don't believe anything was added to the edge side of these beads. If you look close, the swirl. Well, that might be. Try to bring them up close so you can see. Okay, I'll pass for now. And pull that aside. What was I going to show next? Oh yeah, I have this. This comes from an estate. I'll have to get you a length on this thing, but I'm not even sure what to ask for this thing. So I didn't write anything down. Give me a second here. I'm trying to. There we go. I need to check this. My other records on this one, just to make sure I'm not losing money on this. I'm working with an estate that, so I have to. Yeah. This one, I think, the prices are all over the board on this guy when I look it up, and I want to put it against my whiteboard like I did the other one. But it is a very pretty necklace. It's a very long necklace. Get a length on it before I put it up. It's like it's 26 maybe. And give me a second. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So this is a really long necklace. And I have seen similar ones like this going between $20 and $100. I have no idea. Wow, 100 pieces. Wow. Well, I literally have a drawer full behind me of Avon pieces, so I'll if I can pull that out. That's cool. All right, so this comes from the state. This woman had money, so and you can see the type of clasp. It's one of these that you squeeze and pull apart. No markings, but if you look closely, you see it's glass, large glass, small blue glass, and then some kind of faux pearl type with smaller beads in between all of those. It's quite the pattern. And I'm really not sure what I'm going to call this the blue bead necklace. And we'll start this at let's say $12. How's that sound? You can start selling them this year, Randy? Oh, cool. Yeah, my some of the jewelry we have has belonged to my mother-in-law, and I know some of that was Avon. And I forget where the rest of it came from, but no waste probably. But anyway, I didn't know if there'd be any interest in this. Really pretty. I think this is glass. I don't think it's stone. It doesn't. It doesn't. It is not. Oh, hey, Kim. Thanks for joining us tonight. So I didn't know if there'd be any interest in something like this. It's really pretty glass. Bring it up close again so you can see the pattern that's in there. It's blue, little blue pearl, and even in between the pearls, the fake pearl, is these little tiny seed bead type things. So anyway, there is that item. Let me make a note of that in my list here that I showed it. So cool. Well, thank you for joining us, Kim. Really like that. Okay, well, no interest in this necklace. We will pass on this. And let me, I don't know. I'm trying to decide here. I have, like I said, I was showing a number of things in the preview, and I want to make sure I at least get through some of that. This is going to be a strange thing. I've never tried to sell something like this before. I'm going to leave this up here so it makes it easier for me. This is a press release from a movie called The Naked Dawn from 1955. Let me kill this light. It's going to cause the plastic to go crazy here. That is in color. The actor on the horse, I just had his name on the tip of my tongue now, and drive me crazy. I've forgotten it already. But this is a limited, it's 55 out of 331 print from a movie called A Scene from the Naked Dawn, Universal Picture release, property of National Screen Service Corporation. And it's in, I didn't know if there'd be any interest from any other group in here. I just thought I'll put it out there for a couple minutes, and if there's no interest, fine. But we'll see. Naked Dawn photo. There are people that collect this stuff, so I thought I'd throw it out there. I have ephemera stuff too. I know that I don't show that very often, but this is one of the rare pieces I thought I'd show just to see if there's any interest. The guy who's on there, he's got a really, I have to look him up because it's driving me crazy that I can't remember his name. Let me ask my Google here real quick. All right, Naked Dawn actors. Oops. And you gotta be careful when you're looking up stuff like this, because when you use the word naked, you never know what you're gonna get. The movie was in 1955. It was Arthur Kennedy and Betty St. John, which is probably the two that are on the horse. But the guy who's facing them is the guy I thought was kind of, a lot of people would know. I can't find. He's not listed in the cast. That's weird. But anyway, he that's the primaries in the movie. But I thought, is it? Yeah, careful what you search for. Yeah, be honest, we like, my wife and I both into history a lot, and she is a movie fanatic. So she loves watching movies. In fact, one of her favorite things to watch on YouTube is this guy out of California, Creature Features. And so she watches all these movies. It's a good movie, though, huh? That's good to know. Anyway, I thought I'd throw it out there just to see. It was something we came across, and I said, oh, I'll see if there's any interest. I actually have a whole stack of press release photos from different movies. So if anybody's interested in that stuff in the future, let me know. I haven't even put any of that out there on eBay or Etsy or anything like that. So, but I thought, it's an interesting topic sometimes for some people, and I thought, what the hey, I'll throw it out there, see what happens. But I just can't think of his name, and his name didn't show up in the cast. He wasn't a big actor, big well-known actor, but anyway. Okay, enough of that. What was I doing next? Oh yeah. So let me see here. Oh, right. Let me. What did I do with that? I did have another bracelet. Let's see what I did with it. I set it down somewhere. It wasn't another Morano bead one. What I did with it. Hi, my. Oh, that's a bracelet, but that's not the one I'm looking for. I did have this other one I showed a while back, made from lava beads. Anybody interested in a lava bead bracelet? It's small. It's very small. It's almost you have to have a very. It's unelastic, but it does have a little heart on it, and lava bead bracelet. Oh, last $6 for that. How's that sound? And let me get my ruler, my tape measure, and give you the diameter at least. Looks like it's about 2 inches in diameter. So, how's your math with taking diameter times pi? Gives you the length. But it is on elastic, and you can see it's quite small. But I thought, might be somebody who wants to give it to a child, or maybe they're a woman who's very small wrists. But we have that bracelet, and then I had. Let me see here. Oh, goodness gracious! Oh, that's not it. Oh yes, there's the one. This one. So we'll. Yeah, I know. I was actually really good at math in school, so that's one of my better subjects. So it served me well in my career. All right, we'll pass for now on that. But this is the bracelet I was looking for. This one's marked. I'm going to write it down, because if I say it and then I write it down, an LDA DPR bracelet. It even has a safety chain on it. That's not it. And let's see, we'll start this at led to a trinket box broke. Okay, send me a pic, Randy, and I will. I have not any luck with stuff getting shipped lately, and I thought I wrapped that pretty good. Send me a picture so we can file for insurance, and I'll give you a refund. Okay, we'll start this one at how about $7? Man, that's the second thing that's happened to me just this past 2 weeks. I even have a nice box that this came in. So, so you can see this opens up like so. With the safety chain here. And it snaps like that. Now, the one thing I didn't show right away, it's got stones in it. rhinestones, I assume. A dark one with two lighter ones on each side. My hand in there. I think the white background's throwing the camera off a little bit. And like I said, it's marked in there. Let's see if we get that on the camera. Let me get that show on the camera. There's that LDA DPR marking in it. It was on the box? I thought I wrapped that separately. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I'll send you a refund. Just send me a picture so I can file a claim with the post office. Man, I'm gonna have to have my wife do the wrapping. Maybe she keeps complaining I don't wrap it well enough. I thought I did a pretty good job. All right. Any interest in the bracelet? And we're going to switch to something different. Get this out of the way. We're sitting on the box. Alrighty. All right, we'll pass for now on this. My apologies, Randy. I live and learn, I guess. I guess I haven't shipped a lot. Well, like I say, I haven't had much luck with anything glass lately. As Marlene can attest to that too. But, all right, no interest in this gold tone bracelet. We'll set that aside. And while we're pondering that, anybody interested in a Star Wars mug? And I don't remember which movie this one is from. I think it was mine, but it looks like one of the newer ones because it's got the little guy, the little round guy in it. Which I can't remember what he's called now. I've seen all the movies. Just $6. I think the last for this guy. And it's in good shape, as far as I can tell. So Star Wars on this side has the usual. Oops. It's funny. I've shipped mugs. I've shipped plenty of mugs in the past and never had problems. But for some reason, and I've shipped drinking boxes too. Never had that. That's the first. I guess I should. Yeah. Well, I feel really bad about that. Okay, now there's a Star Wars mug. Oh, I didn't show the inside. I think it has a little bit of wear on the inside, looks like, on the bottom, but yeah, thanks, Randy. We'll take that into account for the future. Okay, Star Wars mug. Well, it's up there for a minute. Let me look for something else real quick here. Oh, come on, huh? Oh, yeah. I remember these. I think I've shown these in an auction some time ago. Yes. I actually just do it online and just send the pictures online and file it online. They're usually pretty efficient about managing it. So looks like I'll have a couple different things to file against. All right. Um, all right. We'll pass for now on Star Wars. Anybody watching later, of course, as I always say, let me know. Okay. I have a set of earrings I just forgot I had, actually. I think I've shown these a long time ago. Maybe not. These are, they call them, this is Avon golden tassel earrings with surgical steel posts. And there's the post on the back. Bring it up closer. There we go. Avon golden tassel earrings. Oh, let's start these at $6. That sounds reasonable, I think. I'm guessing, to be honest. But if there's any interest in those. And then we're going to go on to this, I think. Okay, bring up close so you can see them. In the original box. These are from what year? 1988. Wow. Oh, interesting. Okay. Just to pressure the lid against the box. Huh. All right. No, obviously have other trinket boxes I'll be selling either online or in auction, so I'll definitely keep that in mind for the future. Okay, no interest in the Avon. We'll pass for now on those. I got one more watch I think I had in the preview. I want to make sure I showed. This one is it's labeled LeBaron. I believe they consider it a ladies' watch. Let me bring the camera up and down. Now, I'll show it up close here in a minute. I have the original packaging it came in. LeBaron watch. I'm not going to label as a ladies' watch. Oops. Why can't that do right? Baron watch. Where is that? It is $8 start. Okay, so I'll show this thing close. I think they call, what they call them. The decoration on the edges, they consider what they call microsite, which isn't really anything. It's not stone. It's just the way it's designed. But that's, there we go, focus. There we go, LeBaron. And it says that there, it says parts, movement, and see the strap, back. Very, I won't call it blingy watch, but it's certainly very decorative watch. Again, if it doesn't seem to be running, which means it needs a battery probably, and I would always provide a battery for free if interested. Okay. my list. Shoot that. There it is. $8 for the bag. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Marlene. I was busy looking down at my list when I looked up at the chat and I see you have it there. So we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. So for $8. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And go right back in this little box here. Like I said, I don't think this has ever been worn. I think it feels like it's a leather strap. It doesn't labeled, but it feels like it. And I will put a battery in that for you. And where was that? My list. Battery. Okay. Yeah, I buy batteries in bulk, so not usually a problem. Okay. I think I had this in the preview as well. I have a nice Lucinda pin. Is anybody interested in who collects those? Where's she on my list here? Yeah. We'll start that at 10. Bring it up close here. You can see it. For those that are familiar with Lucinda, she was originally in Maine, and I believe this one was made when she was still living there. She has since moved from Maine. But these are called Women Pins by Lucinda. Lucinda.com. And they're all unique. There are new. She doesn't replicate. Yeah, they can be some certain ones can be quite valuable. I understand that. I've seen what they're going for out there. I'm trying to be reasonable here, tonight. So I think this is a good price, a fair price. And again, some people collect certain themes. I've found out. Like some people like ones that are household related, others like people related ones, others like children related ones. And I have quite a few actually. I've got a couple on my eBay site, at least a couple that are the more, I wouldn't say popular, it's not the right word, but the ones I think that people would find interesting. But this one's about, they're all around the same size, and I think. Just about 2.5 inches, 2.25 inches, with a fairly straightforward little pin in the back. But I don't know. So I put it out there. My wife actually has a couple that she keeps for herself. She likes. So okay. Next item, again, remember I said I'm doing something unusual tonight with clothing. For this one here, it just isn't going to show well on camera on my table. So I will, if there's no interest in the Lucinda pin, we will pass for now on that. And I'm going to switch cameras here for a second. I said this is my unusual, not my typical thing, and pardon the messy background. But this room you wouldn't believe how much stuff is crammed into this room. So I have this Old Navy shirt. It's a women's, well, I say it's a women's shirt because my wife bought it for herself, but it doesn't fit her. It's too large. It's an extra large denim. Boy, I'm still not going to do a show here. I'm going to have to move my chair and step further back here. But new with tags. There's a pocket there on that side. Long sleeve. All cotton. Old Navy. Extra large. It's called the boyfriend shirt. I hope that shows it well enough. Hang on, I'm gonna switch back to my other camera. You don't have to watch me type. Yeah, I'll kind of lay it out on the table here as best I can. I actually have a mannequin I could display it on, but it's in the other room. I only use that for photos that I do. But there, okay, gives you an idea what it looks like. Extra large. $8. This is new with tags. If there's any interest at all. My wife found it for her. Extra large no longer works. So, and it is brand new. So here's the tag. If there's any interest. So one of the few items of clothing besides the slippers and the hat that I had tonight. I think that's it as far as clothing items go. But yeah, she was really disappointed because she really loved the shirt, but it just hangs off of her, and she's lost a lot of weight, which is a good thing for her. But so, she always worries that if you get something that she wanted to make sure it was big enough, but it turned out to be too big. So anyway, but there it is. Okay, well, we'll pass for now on that. It's a very light cotton. It's a very light cotton. It's not a heavy denim like a denim like jeans, but it's a denim color, I guess you call it. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I showed everything I had was in the preview here. There was a couple things I didn't. Oh, I did that one. Yeah. Check that one off my list. Oh, I did have this cute little. I did have this cute little Noritake dish. That's like a. Some people use it to put jewelry on your desk, on your dresser or whatever. And it's about 6.5 inches across, and it's called. When you've seen the pattern on this, I think they call it Tree by the Lake or something like that. Start that at I'll say $8 start. Is any interest? It's got a gold trim, and that's a pretty good deal. I've actually found very similar ones like it. There's the Noritake made in Japan emblem on the back. I forget what the M stands for. I did look it up. It's hand painted. And you see it's got the gold trim edging. You see that it's in really good shape, really good condition. If there's any interest. Oh, relish dish. Okay. Okay. Or even, I suppose you could use it as a butter dish. Yeah. it's long enough. Well, be a little bit tight fit for a stick of butter, but yeah, sure. I think it's good. Well, why not? Whatever creative things you have in mind. I often, when I've seen people talk about these, they say, "Oh, you use it to throw your loose change in, or your earrings when you're done with them at the evening before you put them away, or something like that kind of thing." But sure, absolutely, use it for whatever you want. Okay, we'll pass for now on this. We're getting on to. I'm going to probably wrap it up before 10 o'clock here, so we'll go through what we have left. That I think there was a couple more items I had in the preview that I want to make sure I show because I try to be good about that. Where's the other one? Oh, I didn't. Too much stuff in this room. Okay. Made in Japan. Designate pieces from the M. Indicates a date. Is that what you're saying, Randy? Or just the Made in Japan designation? I have no idea. If it's that old, I'm surprised. I did not realize that it was that old. So it definitely vintage then. Huh. I'll keep that in mind. All right. I showed these these were in the preview, and I think they're technically what they are ornaments from Danforth Mint. They're gold plated apparently. This one is penguins. It says North Pole on it, and then this one is just a castle. Now, the castle has one of the turrets damaged, so I'm just going to say, but this got a lot more detail to it. So I thought, well, somebody might still be interested in, even though it's got a minor, little bit of damage on it. The Made in Japan. Okay, cool. I always learn stuff. I really do. All these people have these expertise in different areas. But anyway, Danforth ornaments. What else are I going to do with this? Oh, yeah. Buy it now, $5 for choice. If there's any interest in either one of those. The penguins, and you can see the bottom. You can see these are made from, I believe these are kits that you could have bought, because I've seen similar things before where they call it a 3D thing and then you assemble it yourself, but these have been assembled. I actually have the little piece that came off of here, the little flag. I have it. If somebody knows how to reattach it, interesting. Try to glue that, but that's both pieces, and they're quite nice, quite detailed. But no expert. Yeah, it's hard to be an expert when you have so many different things that you look at when you're out there shopping. So I've learned to. My wife does. She knows because she did jewelry for so many years. She knows them much more than I. But even then, we both get stumped sometimes. So watch these experts on the videos on YouTube to try to explain away some of this stuff and try to recall it all. Okay, I thought, because I showed these in the preview, I'll make sure I got them out there. I didn't know if there'd be any interest in something like that at this time of year, but one never knows. I thought we'd throw it out there and see if there's any interest in the penguins or the castle. Really pretty. So, okay, let's pull this away. And then the final mug that I had in the preview was this one for Snow White with Grumpy. And This is a really large mug, by the way. Starting this at $8. And you see the inside looks completely clean. I did not see any. And it's got all these scenery all the way around on it. And then the Disney Thailand, Walt Disney World. You have Grumpy staring at you when you go grab your cup of coffee. And this is a huge cup of coffee. It's bigger than the other mugs I had here, which are more standard size. This one is about 4 inches tall, 4 inches across. And you can see it's quite clean. So I don't know what year it's from. There was no timestamp on the bottom. I'm guessing from, it looks like from the original Disney movie, I would have to say. I mean, I don't know if the mug is that old, but it's referencing the original movie. Okay. Pass for now on the mug. What have I got left? Okay, another pair of earrings. And these, you can see the original price on that. $6 start. On that. And gold tone. Cubic zirconia. Here's the posts on the back. So you can see them. If there's any interest in those, that really get a nice shine to them. Oh, gee, I had it buried. I'll show that next. Another bracelet I cannot seem to lay my hands on. Show the shirt. Show that. And that. Getting to the end of my written list. Not that I can't throw more things out there. I just what I had planned to show. All right. I'll pass for now on those. I have a little tiny, not tiny. I have this small purse. It's made by Relic. And I believe it's a leather strap. It has some wear on it, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. So we're not going to ask a lot for this, but I want to be up front with the condition. Where did I write it down? Here it is. So we're all going to ask $7 start on this. Okay, so there's the Relic name. And you see it says Relic again on the zipper. Here's the inside. Relic brand again. And then this has got a snap opening with a, looks like an ID card will go in here, I guess. And then black interior. Focus now. A couple of little pockets, one little pocket there. Like I said, there's a little bit of wear on the strap right there, in there, right where the buckle is. The rest of it looks pretty good. I suspect that's where it gets stressed a lot because of the buckle. The cute little purse. It's shiny and feels a sort of, I don't know what material would be considered, but still has a little tag from the price on it. It was on there one time. I don't know if it says what the material is anywhere in here. Probably doesn't. Probably just says man-made material, which is what they usually say. Black interior. Didn't know if there'd be any interest in that. And it's adjustable and fairly long strap, so I guess you could use it like a crossbody if you wanted. And that was all of the items I had in the preview. You probably have seen something in the background too. I wasn't intending on showing that, but if there's any use, this thing weighs a lot, so I'm kind of holding off on it. And there's another piece in the background here that's a baseball thing. You can see it, but I don't think anybody's interested in that tonight. But didn't see any interest in the baseball hat, so maybe we'll assume there's no interest in baseball items either at this point. And, oh, no, I had one more item. I didn't show them. Shoot, I just saw them. And I will show them next. Okay, so let's pass for now. I have the series of, have you ever heard of the We Bear Village? Well, this is kind of out of season, really, but these are called Long Gone We Bear Village collectibles. I have 3 of them. And basically, they're like wrapped up like a dummy. I mean, a mummy. And here's the tag with them. And they're called Long Gone. And I was going to ask, where did I write those in my list? Or did I? There they are. I was going to start them at $5 each. So, bears. Yeah, I know. We Bear Village Long Gone. Oh, goodness gracious. No, it's not. So I know this, like I say, they have a whole, even the list of all the different ones that are in there to collect. So it's nice, even a little checkbox next to each one, so you can check off which ones you've got. I don't know what year this is from. It says we bears in a little tiny village just around the bend, the playful dressed up teddies who want to be your friend. Made by Gantz, G-A-N-Z. I've got 3 of them. And I looked these up and I could not, I don't know if because I could not find anybody else selling these, which surprised me. Maybe they're out there, but I couldn't find them. But anybody who collects We Bear, maybe they'll see this later, or somebody says this, but I'll want to throw them out there on eBay if nobody's interested tonight. Otherwise, oh, gee, I almost forgot. Randy, you're still here. Good. Oh, gee, I almost forgot the big deal of the night. Okay, so let me pass for now on those guys. I have got 2 pounds, 12 ounces of jewelry. That's just a little more than 2 pounds, 12 ounces, but just a hair over. Random jewelry. And if you want me to dump it out, I can do that. This will be the last item for tonight. We'll start this at $15. Boy, I can't spell jewelry now. Okay. So let's. I know some of it's individually bagged. So like there's this stuff here that there's some random little pieces of wooden things here, and then there's all of that, and there's some big pieces, and there's some broken. There's some loose beads, broken necklaces. There's some rather large hoop things for, I guess, necklace chokers. Some gray beads there. There's a whole necklace there with wooden beads and some. It's all that. Any interest at all in this random stuff? There's a lot of small little loose beads like that, little silver colored beads, and some random little pieces like that. And if you want to make an offer, that's fine too. I have no problem with taking offers. Here's a interesting piece, a little choker with that. Yeah. That's an earring. That's an earring. Huh. Not sure what that is. Oh, I don't know. Huh. That was some random stuff we just kind of threw in a bag. They thought anybody might be interested in who's into crafts, doing your own thing. Take some of these beads and do something better with them, or incorporate them into something else. That's a really unusual piece right there. So all kinds of little rhinestones in it. They're missing a few, but if you're looking for something that just has a bunch of rhinestones that you're looking for to repurpose, just got back. Okay, I'm waiting. So this is some random stuff. I don't know what this is. It's like something to do with hockey. These are wooden. These are. That's an unusual big earring. Anything of interest there that you know, or make me an offer? There's a broken ring. Like I said, somebody's looking for a source of rhinestones or crystals or whatever they are. This is a good piece for that. I think they're plastic. I think they're acrylic. Yeah, those are acrylic. Sure. Most of this is acrylic, I think. Some wooden beads in this one. Like I said, it's this really piece here that's small silver tone beads. So make me an offer if you don't. If I'm asking too much, 15, I'll take an offer of 10. It's about 2 pounds worth, well over 2 pounds. 2 pounds 12 ounces when I measured it. But so there's these chokers which I. This one here with the leaves. Those are metal. If not, I can reach over into my bin behind me here and see if I have anything else I can throw in there. I don't know. Yeah. No. I'm looking to see if I have any glass beads in here. Okay, no problem. I thought I'd just throw them out there. I got it. Oh. Yeah. Bring that up. No, just shut off the side because I'm getting ready to close up for the night here anyway. And I had another bag full of bracelets and random stuff. Like that. These feel cold to the touch. All kinds of random bracelets. This one still has a tag on it. And this is just some random stuff I'm throwing out there. Earrings. Pulling out of the bag here. These are mostly bracelets, I think. I guess that was it for that bag. Well, this one's got little white chips on it. Would something like that be very useful to you? Feel cold, but they probably. Anyway, that's kind of what I have. Earrings, cubic for 10. Let me show you the right ones here. Cubic, oh yeah, the cubic zirconia and Avon earrings. I just had those. Put them back in the drawer. Hang on, just a second. I want to make sure I get the right ones for you before we close up here for the night. I'm already running past 10, so I think this is the one I'm looking for. Yep. Okay. Let me just clean this mess up here. So you're talking about these and these. Make sure I get it right. These are the two you're talking about for $10. And if that's true, then it's sold. If that's true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'll put those aside for you. Let me write it down too, so I don't forget. And the others was the Ronin. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Just the okay. All right. I can do that. Oops, that's my list. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Let me switch cameras again. And I'll, if there's anybody interested in doing something with me, on Tuesday nights, sure, I can hold. No problem. I'll write it down right now. Ready, hold. Done. Not a problem. Written it down. To hold. Yes, and I will do Next week is the 19th. Yes, that shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. I've got it right here in front of yours. So, oh, what was I going to say? If you know somebody wants to join me, or if anybody here who's been listening wants to join me, send me an email. We'll set something up. I'm using StreamYard, so I have a capability of doing that. Not a problem. So I'd be more than happy to have somebody join me. It'd be fun, actually. I have somebody to talk to besides myself. And they also can keep an eye on the chat for me at the same time while we're each auctioning, which is kind of nice. So do pretty much like what everybody does, do 2 or 3, and then the next person does 2 or 3, and so on and so forth. So very nice. So, and I always have a ton of stuff that I can put up. I got this to show you. I know I'm running late. Late for me. I got to show you this recent stuff we just came across. I'll hold it up. I do comic books, and we found these. And these are from the late 60s and early 70s. These are amazingly a good deal if you can get them for a good price. I was surprised what these go for. So, yeah, you will be seeing me put those on eBay shortly. But yeah, I remember the True Detective ones. That's the ones I remember from a kid, and those were always interesting. But the Secret Romance and Just Married and Love. I forget the other one I got. Something in Love, and yeah. So I came across a few of those, and they had no idea what they were worth. So anyway, my ears backing up. But yeah, yeah. Oh yes, Colleen. Yeah, I know Colleen. Yes, I saw her last night. I believe she was on. It was Kim, I believe. Yes. No, or was that Sunday night? I remember last night. Anyway, just recently, in the last day or so. So, but yeah, cool. So, well, speaking of Kim, I think she's on right now. So, I know some people like to jump over to Kim if they haven't already. And I saw that Kim was on with us for a short time. So, I appreciate that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I keep saying this, but we will eventually get a video out there of my wife's dollhouse that we did. And you'll be pretty impressed with what the work they did on this. And it's a 1/12 scale, Victorian sort of style design. So anyway, but everybody have a pleasant and blessed evening. And thank you, everybody, for your purchases. I really appreciate that. Have a great night. Yes, I will definitely have a positive week, Marlene. You too.